Bolivia is home to the world's largest salt flat, Sala de Uyuni. Stretching over 10,000 square kilometers, this breathtaking semi-desert landscape creates otherworldly illusions. It's like stepping onto another planet. Often overshadowed by its flashier neighbors like Peru and Brazil, Bolivia packs incredible surprises just waiting to be uncovered. From vibrant cultures and stunning landscapes to unique wildlife and indigenous richness, this landlocked gem has so much to offer. Join us as we dive into fascinating facts and explore Bolivian treasures you've never heard of before. You might picture South America with beaches or ruins, but Bolivia packs more variety. Its high plateaus touch the sky, while rainforests hide rare animals. Indigenous ways of life still shape daily routines here, unlike in many neighbor countries. Into those hidden sides, stunning views, rich history, wildlife, and fresh foods. Get ready for tips to plan your own trip, showing why Bolivia stands out as a top pick. Bolivia's breathtaking and lesser-known landscapes. Bolivia's terrain shifts from icy peaks to steamy jungles, far beyond what quick searches show. These hidden landscapes in Bolivia draw hikers and photographers who seek real thrills. Unique Bolivian geography means you can chase sunsets over salt or spot stars in clear skies. The otherworldly salt flats of Uyuni. Sala de Uyuni covers over 10,000 square kilometers, the biggest salt flat on Earth. It formed when ancient lakes dried up, leaving a white crust that crunches underfoot. During rainy months from January to March, water turns it into a giant mirror, reflecting clouds for epic photos. This spot stays less crowded than other South American sites, so you feel the isolation. Rent a 4x4 Jeep with a local driver to explore islands of cactus in the middle. Pack water and sunscreen. The sun hits hard at 3,600 meters up. To keep it green, stick to marked paths and avoid littering. Tour groups now teach this to fight erosion. Rarenabac's untamed Amazon rainforest. Rarenabac serves as Bolivia's door to the Amazon, wilder than Peru's or Brazil's busy trails. Rivers like the Beni teem with pink dolphins that leap from murky waters. Jaguars prowl the underbrush, and howler monkeys echo through the trees at dawn. Join a tour led by indigenous guides who know secret paths. Stay in eco-lodges with screened huts to hear night sounds. Expect hot, wet air, bring bug spray, light clothes, and rain gear. Bolivia leads in saving Amazon chunks here, so your visit helps fund protection. The surreal Valle de la Luna near La Paz. Just outside La Paz, Valle de la Luna features tall rock spires carved by wind and rain. This valley formed from old volcano ash, creating shapes like giant fingers pointing skyward. A 1-hour hike lets you climb among them, a quick break from city buzz. Most visitors skip it for bigger names, but locals love the odd beauty. Go early to beat the heat, and wear sturdy shoes for the dirt trails. Pair it with La Paz's cable cars for views over the canyon. Start at the zoo end and ride up. It's free to enter, but a guide adds stories about the geology. Rich indigenous heritage and cultural depth. Over half of Bolivia's people trace roots to native groups, keeping old ways alive in markets and homes. Bolivian indigenous cultures mix with Spanish touches, but the core stays pure. These hidden cultural secrets of Bolivia offer a fresh look at South America's past, far from tourist traps. The Aymara and Quechua peoples. Aymara and Quechua folks make up more than 60% of the population, speaking tongues from before Europeans came. They farm steep hills with tools passed down generations and weave bright cloth for clothes. Evo Morales, the first indigenous leader elected in 2006, boosted pride in these roots. Learn a few words like camisa for thanks to connect fast. Join Alacida's festival in La Paz each January, where mini goods bring good luck. Buy from artisan stalls, but ask before snapping photos. Respect builds trust. Tiwanaku, ancient ruins predating the Incas. Tiwanaku sits by Lake Titicaca, a UNESCO site from around 300 AD. Builders here cut huge stones without metal tools, stacking them to track stars. This spot shaped Inca ways later, but it draws fewer crowds than Machu Picchu. Hire a guide at the gate to explain the Sun Gate's carvings. The on-site museum shows dug-up pots and tools. Buses from La Paz take 2 hours, go midweek to avoid lines. Wear layers, the wind chills quick at 3,800 meters. Vibrant festivals that bind communities. Oruro Carnival in February mixes devil dances with Catholic parades, a UNESCO pick for its raw energy. Dancers in wild masks stomp for 3 days, honoring mine spirits and saints. It feels more real than Rio's show, tied to local mines. Book hotels months ahead, as streets fill fast. Wear comfy shoes for watching from sidewalks, and try the food stalls for fresh empanadas. Follow rules like no touching costumes, it's their sacred time. Thriving biodiversity and wildlife wonders. Bolivia boasts over 1,400 bird types, more than most nations, in parks that stay wild. Bolivia's hidden wildlife thrives in spots untouched by crowds. Unique ecosystems in South America here let you spot rare finds up close. Madidi National Park, one of the world's most diverse forests. Madidi spans 18,000 square kilometers, blending Amazon lowlands with high Andes woods. Macaws flash red and blue as they fly, while toucans call from tall trees. The World Wildlife Fund calls it one of Earth's richest spots, with few roads inside. Book a 3-day trek with porters for river hikes. Pack binoculars, quick dry pants, and water purifiers. Spot animals at dawn, guides use calls to draw them near, but never feed. Lake Titicaca's floating islands and unique flora. Uro's Islands float on reed boats at 3,800 meters, the highest lake you can sail. Families rebuild them yearly, fishing and weaving for life. The Titicaca frog, with its floppy skin, swims below, an odd local star. Take a boat from Puno, but stay overnight in a reed hut for real talks. Bring snacks and cash for crafts. Homestays show cooking over fires, keeping traditions strong without big changes. Andean condors and high-altitude habitats. The condor, Bolivia's big bird symbol, soars over Tanari Park near Cochabamba. Wingspans hit 3 meters, gliding on thermals in dry valleys. BirdLife groups note numbers rising thanks to nest guards. Join a morning tour with scopes to watch from cliffs. Acclimate to heights by resting the day before, drink coca tea for headaches. Spot young ones learning to fly, it's a sight that sticks. Bolivia's culinary secrets and sustainable innovations. Bolivia's food uses highland crops in smart ways, tasting of earth and spice. Hidden Bolivian cuisine surprises with hearty bites from markets. Bolivia's unique innovations turn old farms into global helpers. Quinoa, the ancient superfood from the Altiplano. The Altiplano grows the best quinoa, Bolivia's top export crop. Salty soils make seeds packed with protein, shipped worldwide since the EU labeled it special in 2013. Eat it boiled with veggies for a quick meal. Try saltinas, baked pastries stuffed with quinoa and meat, from La Paz bakeries. Rinse grains well to cut bitterness. Farmers now rotate crops to keep soil healthy. Unique street foods and regional specialties. Anticuchos sizzle on La Paz grills, heart skewers with peanut sauce, a miner's snack. Chuno, potatoes frozen and dried by night frost, lasts months in harsh weather. Sucre markets mix these with fresh fruits. Hop stalls in the morning for hot bites, start with API, a purple corn drink. Wash hands often, and pick busy vendors for fresh picks. It shows how locals adapt to tough lands. Why Bolivia deserves your spotlight. Bolivia shines with salt mirrors, ancient stones, wild birds, and smart foods that few know. What people don't know yet about Bolivia includes these gems that beat neighbor hype. Its mix of nature and people creates trips full of wonder. Here are key takeaways to spark your plans. Chase reflections at uni for photos that wow. Trek Madidi for animal spots in green wilds. Dance at Oruro to feel community heart. Taste quinoa fresh from Altiplano farms. Hike Valle de la Luna for quick city escapes. Don't wait, book a flight to La Paz and uncover Bolivia's secrets. Share your stories online to spread the word on this South American star. Discover what people don't know about Bolivia, and you'll see why it calls you back.
Join us in this eye-opening video as we explore Bolivia's rich culture, vibrant landscapes, and unique wildlife. This vibrant nation stand out. Subscribe for your passport to adventure and get ready to be inspired about Bolivia.